I have got to come back to Emily Alandt here. The more I learn about Emily, the more I admire and respect her. And just as a point of reference, I'm using this picture of Emily and her boyfriend, Hunter Johnson, for a couple of different reasons. One being, I just think it's a really great picture of the two of them. The second being is that they are both forces to be reckoned with. And third, I think that collectively, the two of them together, there is no mountain that these two can't move. In Patterson and Ward's recent book on the Idaho Four, they touch on Emily's trauma therapy. So after the tragedy, Emily was slated to begin eye movement desensitization reprocessing. It's a form of therapy. Think of your memory as a raw video clip in your brain. Emily's memories of that event and the days and months that followed are still very visible, emotional, and exactly how she experienced them. When you go through EMDR, it's like your brain takes that raw footage and edits it. The scenes are still there, but like the lighting and the soundtrack, maybe even the sequence of events feel different. You still remember what happened, but without that same emotional punch and sensory vividness. It's great for healing. When Emily informed prosecutor Bill Thompson that she was going to begin that therapy, Bill advised her that because she was going to go through that therapy, that it could disqualify her testimony. Emily's testimony wasn't only important to the case, it was important to Emily to ensure that she got justice for Xana and her friends. But the defense attorney could argue that she altered her memory through therapy. The emotions she's describing now aren't the same as right after the crime. The changes mean her testimony is less reliable. Even though EMDR doesn't erase the fact, the legal system is very cautious with anything that might be painted as tampering with a witness or original testimony, and that's likely why prosecutor Bill Thompson advised Emily to wait until the trial started to begin her EMDR and protect the credibility of her testimony from those kinds of attacks while on the stand. And that's exactly what Emily did. She held on to those vivid memories, most likely all the way up to July 23rd, 2025, when the sentencing occurred. That's 3 years of trauma still extremely vivid in her brain. Emily told Bill Thompson, I don't want to testify, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes. She wanted to see it through. She wanted to get justice for Xana, Ethan, Kaylee, and Maddie. Then she would move through therapy. I mean, if that is not an example, an extreme example in a good way of a wholehearted love and commitment to a dear departed friend, I don't know what is. When the University of Idaho was planning their healing garden, they asked Emily to pick a flower to represent Xana, a flower that would be present year-round. The flower Emily suggested was a Peruvian lily because the lily was Xana's birth flower, and the Peruvian lily, Emily feels, has the same sort of sparkle and spirituality as her late dear friend. I'm hoping you've heard this before, Emily, but I'll say it again, and I hope you hear it many more times. You're good people. Now go change the world with your presence, and just know, for what it's worth, I'll be in your corner.